Hey there, fellow citizens of the internet. My name is Moses, and today I'm going to be telling you a quick short story of the one time in college when I enrolled in a water polo class without really knowing what water polo was and what it was all about. But first, I'm going to make me some juice. So, got the juice. The story starts in, I think it was junior year in college. Oh, that's some papaya and some grapes. So the story starts in junior year of college, and I needed one more gym activity related class. And I just figured, you know what, this is a really packed semester. Let me just get like the easiest thing that I can possibly think of. And anything that was related to water, I just figured, hey, this is water. It can't possibly get any easier than that. I was browsing through different classes and I ran into this thing called water polo. I just figured, you know, it's water. It can't possibly be, you know, that bad. So I register myself, and it was a one semester class. I clicked the button and I am just like that. I'm enrolled in the class, and a couple weeks go by and the semester begins. So here's the first day of class, and I show up and we are in the aquatics arena. I forgot the name of the actual building, but it's, you know, it's the pool area basically. You got the little baby, you know, side of the pool, and then you got the deep end part of the pool. We were at the very deep end part of the pool. Now, I can swim, so we are in the deepest part of the pool, and you know, we're just standing around, calling the rolls, and just, you know, trying to figure out who belongs to this class, who does not belong to this class. So I'm looking around, right? Out of all the students, I'm like, man, there seems to be something that all these other students have in common that I do not. Anyways, the professor says, hey, jump in the pool, let's get warmed up. And I'm thinking, oh, this is good. All I gotta do in this class is to swim? God. So I jump in with everyone else, and, you know, I'm just swimming, right? Dog paddling, you know, trying to float. I can't really float, I sink. And then he starts to do warm-ups. And I'm thinking, okay, so there's warm-ups in this. I was already warming up. I was already sweating inside of the pool. Okay, what does warm-up consist of? The warm-up for this dude, I guess this is general in water polo, is to, well, swim, do laps, swim underwater, swim, you know, do different strokes, and you know, back and forth from one end to the other. The other ones was just to keep your hands outside of the water, and just, you do that. You are kind of like trying to stay outside of the water, keep your head outside of the water, without using your hands. And for me, that was nuts. That was nuts. Now, I was able to do it. The way that I was doing it is I would keep my hands up, right? And I would use my feet. I would circle my feet in an 8 shape, like an 8 kind of a shape, you know, with my feet. And I could not stay still like this, so I'll be like spinning, right? So I'll be spinning, and so like imagine just like everyone just like still in the water, and there's me somewhere in the middle of the pool just rotating. It looked so awful. And after all those warm-ups, I was so worn out, so tired. I drank about 2 gallons of chlorine that day. And I just felt like, okay, this is it. This is not what I signed up for. I am for sure in the wrong class. I don't know what water polo is, but I know this ain't it. So after the class, I went home, man, and I was like, no, I am not going back to that class. I gotta find something else. I hate running, but if the only other like activity class that is left is running, I'm gonna do it. So I went home and I pulled out my laptop and I was just writing to the professor and basically saying, hey, thanks for whooping my butt, but I can't do another like a semester, an entire semester of this course. Peace. And then I remembered what everyone in that class had in common. They were all white, as far as I can remember. I was the only black student in that class. And then I thought, wait a minute. There is a huge stereotype that black people can't swim. And if the only black person in this class drops out, come on everybody. I gotta prove them wrong, right? I gotta prove everybody wrong. So I was like, oh, delete. Deleted the email. And then I just started counting the amount of gallons of chlorine I'm gonna drink throughout the entire semester. And it was gonna be a lot. And I was like, oh my goodness, can I actually do this? I gotta stick to it. I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm gonna give it one more try and see how it goes. So the second session comes around and we're in the pool and I'm going and I'm like, this is not too bad. I'm still sinking, I'm still drinking all kinds of gallons of chlorine, but it wasn't too bad. I got to throw the ball around. You know, I got one hand in the water, I got the other one in there, I got my feet in there. You know, I'm throwing, I'm having fun. It wasn't too bad. Just as I thought that I had gotten the hang of what water polo actually was all about, and then the whole soccer style of playing, you know, came into the equation where you got one team here, another team here, and it's basically soccer in the water. And I'm thinking, oh, man, let's just say that it suffices to say that in that semester alone, I probably gained the most cardiovascular resistance out of the entire college time that I was there. Did I prove anyone wrong? No, probably not. Everything that I was thinking about, you know, proving everyone that, you know, black people can swim and whatnot, all that was in my head. All that was definitely 1,000% in my head. Everyone was just there to do what they do. I learned throughout the semester that most of these kids had been doing water polo for a very long time. Most of them had long torsos and long hands, long arms, which are very, very good for swimming. And then you have me. This was their place. This was where they felt most comfortable. And for me, it was just like, no, this is not fun. This is not fun at all. But towards the end of the semester, I don't want to say that I was good, because I was not. But I was drinking a lot less gallons of chlorine, and I was not as exhausted at the end of each session. That is the story of how I joined water polo without really doing any research, without knowing what it was, and just face planning so hard, but did not decide to quit. Thought about it, went through the process of quitting, but then I was like, no, let's not do that. Man, I did not realize the amount of lessons that I learned by taking that class. Like at the time, I just thought, man, this is horrible. This is nuts. This is insane. I should quit. There's nothing for me to be proving to anyone whatsoever. But now looking back, it's a good segue to the point of this video actually, which is to highlight the fact that it is 1,000% okay and actually encouraged to try new things, especially the things that you know for sure you're not good at, that you know for sure that you cannot do on your own, you know for sure that you don't even have like an idea of how to go about executing that or joining or whatever it is that you have in mind. It is so worth the chance. It is worth taking the chance to try new things, because even within failure itself, there's so many lessons in that. So I'm gonna take this drink for the 23-year-old version of me. I just spit all over the place. That took the shot of joining water polo without knowing anything about it and just going with it. Oh, there's no alcohol in this. Oh hey, so if you do like this kind of storytelling, of me just like going back and like remembering some stories, just leave a like and comment on this video that you do, and subscribe, because I have a crazy ton of these kind of stories. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe, and so that you can keep up with my crazy stories, and then I will see you on the next video. Peace.